A father murdered, the only eyewitness his stepdaughter. But what appears to be a home invasion gone wrong changes with a single word.
Nathan.
Bray seems to reveal that the masked intruder is her own brother. But is she telling the truth? Police say her behavior seems unusual.
She wasn't your typical victim.
Either she was holding up very well for what she had just seen,
Right.
or there's a lot more to her story.
But why would Bray or Nathan want Tim dead? When they were 4 and 6, Tim married their mother, schoolteacher Doreen Hansen, and made them part of his family.
How did Tim treat Bray and Nathaniel?
Oh, well, I mean, they were his kids. He treated them just like he treated me.
But behind all this, a terrible secret, a family in turmoil. Their mother, Doreen, was suicidally depressed and had been abusing Nathan and Bray from an early age.
Did you ever hear her demean Bray, or berate Bray, or put her down, or make her feel worthless?
In
or
my
small?
opinion, yes. Yes.
Did you ever see her say, "I love you"?
Oh, no. No.
Did you ever see her put her arm around Bray to comfort her, to console her?
No.
For Nathan, it was much worse.
What did Nathaniel go through growing up?
She was physically violent with him, hitting him, hit him with sticks, ridicule him. He would be in the bathroom, bring his sister in and point out his penis and ridicule him about it in front of his sister. And then the names, I mean...
And what were some of the names?
She called him, face on a regular basis.
When you ask Nathan and Bray about it, even now you hear that odd, detached tone abused children often resort to.
She'd throw things at me.
Like what kind of things?
Like kitchen appliances and knives.
She would throw knives at you?
Mm-hmm.
Like she was gonna kill you?
Yeah. Well, she had threatened to kill me several times. She had told me that she was gonna kill me and bury me in Mexico.
How old were you at the time?
Like 8, 9.
She would just say, what would you do if I, drove off the Coronado Bridge? What would you do if, I just burnt the house down? And this is when I'm, 10, 7.
Why was she saying all these things to you? I mean, was she sick?
There was something that was not all the way right with my mother.
In a childhood of chaos, one oasis of sanity.
Was there anyone in the house you felt you could trust?
Tim.
Did Tim just stand there and watch it happen, or did he ever defend you or try to defend you?
He'd step in, Doreen, that's enough.
It was Tim who arranged for 12-year-old Nathan to go live with his grandmother in Arizona to escape the abuse at home. His name was rarely mentioned after that.
It was really weird because I was still a kid, and it was never spoken about to me. He was just gone.
Away from his mother, Nathan blossomed and became an honors student. But Doreen's condition was getting worse, and she was taking it out on her daughter.
How bad did it ultimately get?
It got to the point where I had to move to Tucson because I thought she was going to kill me.
16-year-old Bray was living with her brother, now a college student in Arizona, when a tragedy took place.
My mom called and threatened suicide.
It wasn't the first time, and Nathan was fed up.
And she said that she was gonna die. She was like, I need to talk to Bray.
And, I guess I was asleep.
I said, well, when she wakes up, I'll have her call you.
So you didn't take her seriously?
No. And she goes, fine, and click, hangs up. I didn't know that she had already taken a whole handful of pills.
Their stepfather, Tim, found her dead the next morning.
I guess she just wanted to say goodbye.
Were you crying? Were you upset? Or were you relieved that this woman who was a monster to you is now gone?
I was bawling. I couldn't stop crying for days.
Yet you still loved her?
I have to.
You don't have to love anybody.
I believe that you have to love everyone.
For two kids who had spent their lives trying to earn their mother's love, it was a devastating loss. And now, a year later, their stepfather dead as well, and both are under suspicion for his murder. The question everyone is asking is why? Why would a caring stepfather end up dead? 400 miles away in Arizona, police put that question to Nathan. He says he wasn't even there.
I didn't do anything though. I need a lawyer. This is too powerful. This is just, I'm trying to tell you guys I wasn't involved. Good luck to you.
Police also question Bray, who raises their suspicions.
Were you surprised the killer left her alive?
To leave a witness to that, it seemed unusual.
Unusual things start to add up. Less than 10 hours after the murder, Bray sees a police artist sketch of a man witnesses saw running away from the murder house.
And they're on the internet looking at the sketch, and Bray said she never saw the face of the killer, but when the sketch came out, she said no, his jaw was more square-like.
The police read Bray her rights, turn on a video camera, and then the statement no one saw coming.
I'm usually not like this. I don't know if I need some treatment or what.
You think she should be charged with anything?
It did kind of start the whole thing, even if it was, let him know, lapse of judgment or whatever. And I mentioned to one of my friends, Nikki, that like I wished I could, but that was about it.
You wish you could what?
That I wished I could like kill my dad or whatever.
It was hard for my mouth not to drop because you can't even believe this is coming out of her mouth.